Welcome into the DML Network. And it's time for Super Bowl in the Dynasty. It's your boy Expert. And you know I got the homie in the booth with me at all times. What's up, H-Speed 30?
Let's go back. It's the Super Bowl. I'd much rather be playing in this game, but I got to watch it, and I will broadcast it. Let's go back.
Yeah, definitely would rather be playing in this game. But unfortunately, it is a Super Bowl we have seen before. The Dallas Cowboys and Hot Tub from the NFC will be going up against Tight Work and those Miami Dolphins. Two very, very good users. And H-Speed, you got to play Hot Tub in the playoffs this year. Why is he just so successful in the NFC?
He does nothing special or nothing to overwhelm you. He just plays his system sound, and they got a hell of a team over there in Dallas, man. That thing they're like a 98, so it's difficult to if you leave passes up in the air, they're gonna get picked off. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like when Madden first came out and the defensive backs was on steroids. His defensive back stayed on steroids. Everybody else's became regular.
Yeah, you definitely cannot make any mistakes versus that secondary. But he also has some vulnerable spots, and that's what Tight Work is going to try to manipulate. And we know the homie Tight Work loves to run the football. I believe in the AFC Championship game, he actually only threw the ball 5 times and got him a victory over Addy 5. What does Tight Work do so well in that AFC? Is he just that balanced user that really relies on his defense to create offense for himself?
And that's going to be the formula to try to beat, a Hot Tub. You're going to have to run the football in order to beat that team. And I think he has the weapons and the game plan, the matchup to do it. One thing that I noticed about the Dolphins is that the Dolphins play mistake-free football. They wait for you to make the mistake. You know what I mean? And not saying that Hot Tub going to make the mistake, but that's what he's going to be relying on, and that's what he's feasted off of in the AFC. Sit back and waits for them to make a mistake, and when they make the mistake, he capitalizes on it.
Yeah, and he definitely loves to capitalize on those mistakes, and he is a very, very patient user. If the run game is not working, he has no problem sticking with it and keeping it going. This should be a very highly contested game. These guys know each other very well, have played several Super Bowls against each other, the last 2 going to Hot Tub.
I think this is the third one. Is this the third Super Bowl they played? They played Super Bowl 1, and I think Hot Tub got 2 Super Bowls. He won one against the Jets and one against the Dolphins. So this is the tiebreaker right here.
This is it. This is the
rubber match.
Tiebreaker. The rubber match between Tight Work and Hot Tub. All right, H-Speed, who you got in the Super Bowl?
Man, it's a tough decision. I can't pick neither, but I think I'm gonna go with right now. I think I'm gonna go with the Cowboys only because that team in Dallas is stacked, and I think if he relying on Hot Tub to make the mistake, he makes mistakes, but it seemed like his CPU makes up for his mistakes sometimes. So, like we had 2 fumbles early in that game, we didn't recover any. So, but maybe Tight Work can make the move, man. It's gonna be a good game. So, I think I'm gonna go stick with the Cowboys and the NFC, and I'm gonna take the Cowboys. Who you got winning the game, Expert?
Here's the thing: as an AFC guy, I cannot pick the NFC. I got to go with my boy Tight Work. I'm picking Tight Work to win the Super Bowl. It's going to be close. But, of course, we don't do the Super Bowl with just us 2. We got a third member of the crew that's going to join us. And let's bring him in here. SJ, who wins the Super Bowl? Is it the Cowboys continuing his dominance, or does Tight Work go and get him another banner?
I think the Cowboys win this one tonight. They firing on all cylinders right now. I think Dak is a Super Bowl MVP.
Wow, gave us Super Bowl MVP too. Okay.
Wow. I promise you this: if the Cowboys win, it's going to be on the back of Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to need that running game to slow down Tight Work getting his offense on the field. And we know Hot Tub loves to run the football with Zeke. But the problem that Tight Work's going to run into is, can he come up with a big throw in key situations? We've seen Tight Work struggle with the passing game, H-Speed. He doesn't really like to throw the ball. He likes to rely on that running game. But can he make that difficult throw 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12, late in the game to keep his offense on the field?
Well, he made a difficult throw against the Bengals. I'll say that on 2 occasions. 2 deep balls off of play action passes. One of them resulted in, I believe it was a touchdown, and the other one resulted in a pass interference. So he's not afraid to throw the ball down the field. But 5 pass attempts will not get it done against the Cowboys. He's not going to sit back and let you be able to be successful in the run game. He's going to make Patrick Mahomes beat him.
Yeah, I was gonna add that too. 5 attempts is not gonna get it done in versus the Cowboys. So I'm sure he has some ways to get the ball moving and get first downs, but we'll see. We'll see soon enough.
Yeah, and it's going to be whether Tight Work can open that offense up. But we will see what happens. I believe we are about to go to the Super Bowl. On the other side of this break, you got 2 guys in the booth saying Cowboys. I got to go with the Dolphins. Dolphins is going to squeak this one out, put his 3rd banner up in the rafters. We are just waiting on our sponsors to give us the go-ahead that they are moving on to the Super Bowl. SJ, man, we appreciate you jumping in, being that 3rd member. We always love doing live commentating live here on the DML Network, man. Appreciate you jumping on.
No problem. One key point, though, I didn't know Alan Welch, 98 overall wide receiver for the Cowboys, is out tonight. He will not play.
Yeah, Alan Welch got hurt in the divisional round against my Redskins. We heard him, and that was a big factor in that game against the Saints as well. So we got to keep an eye on who does Hot Tub go to in key situations, on those jump ball situations, because Welch is a big 6'6" kid, and they like to throw that ball up to him on them 50-50 balls, and he comes down with a lot of them.
Yeah, but he has so many weapons on that offense, guys, that he'll find a way to spread this ball around. Welch is a big loss. It's kind of like HP when you lost your top guy, one of your top guys, in Curry. It's just one of those things where you got to have that next man up mentality. You can't afford to look backwards and say, man, if we just had this guy on the field, especially when everything is on the line, SJ. Now's not the time to be worried about if Welch is playing or not.
Definitely not. Yeah, you can't worry about injuries right now because worrying ain't gonna make a difference. So,
yeah, worrying is not going to help him at this point. But we will see what the Cowboys will do. That secondary is filthy. That front 4 gets after the quarterback, and we'll see if he can continue that dominance. But I
one of the things
this to be a close game.
One of the things, expert, that's underrated about the Cowboys is the defense. We always see him putting up monster numbers, but a great majority of those come on the defense end. He has one of the best zone blitz schemes in the DML. He'll send guys, but he's always in some type of a zone, and he has a great lurking ability. So with that defensive line with Rodriguez and Logan and Bostic and Smith, and I believe Taco Charlton, those guys get after the quarterback, and that's going to be interesting. But the counter to that is Tight Work likes to run the football, and that's one of the ways you can slow down those type of pass rushers. So this is going to be a very exciting game. I think it's going to come down to it, but like I said, I'm still going with the Cowboys.
Yeah, and he loves bringing pressure off of the corner. He'll love bringing that safety down in the box and bringing him late. And just like HB said, he's got 4 guys on that defensive line, and he's got a couple of reserves that kind of rotate out. And that's one thing I really think is underrated about Hot Tub is that he is great with the sub packages. He knows how to put the right guy in the right spot and make a big play. But you are correct. Running the football against the zone blitz, if you get past that initial blitz, you could turn a 3-4 yard gain into a big 25, 30 yard to the house kind of play. And we'll see if tight work has done his scouting. But these guys know each other real well, SJ. This isn't their first rodeo together. They've played each other several times. And especially in our league where you got to twitch games so much, you got so much film on people, especially in the playoffs where you get to kind of see their tactics. And Hot Tub has not had an easy road, SJ. This has probably been one of Hot Tub's most highly contested playoff runs. The Saints were in the game. The Redskins were in the game. And he's had to really fight all 4 quarters to get him a couple victories to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, one thing he told me earlier today is that he dedicated this season to focus more on defense. He said he was just going to let the offense come, take what the defense gives him and focus on his improving his user skills like he needed it. But that he did tell me that earlier today.
Yeah, and he's done an amazing job doing that. But as we know, the competition just gets tougher and tougher. I definitely thought those Redskins were going to come up and get him in the divisional round. But, HB, you had a couple fumbles not go your way early in that game that ended up turning into touchdowns for him, where I think if you would have got one of those turnovers, we may have seen something else. And then it definitely didn't help not having your wide receiver combo. But as we always know, HB will be back next year. He'll be fighting for that division crown. He'll be fighting for a playoff spot. But I got a question for SJ. SJ, are we gonna see the Patriots in the playoffs in the DML?
I guarantee. I made the playoffs the first 1 or 2 seasons, I believe. But I don't know. Once Brady aged out, it was just an uphill battle. But I think I had the right pieces in place. I have 2 first-round picks to add some firepower to that offense. I had the number 7 defense, but the 28th offense. So it's clear what my issue is. So, it'll be a fight, but I'm guaranteeing Patriot playoffs 2023.
2023 Patriots will be in the playoffs. And of course, guys, everything is leading up to the most important season in the Dynasty. We call it high stakes, where you actually play for your position to draft your team in Madden 19. And it is important to get the highest level possible. You do not want to end up with the Buffalo Bills or that team has not had a very good run. I would say the Cleveland Browns, but they're going to be a lot better team. All right, I believe we're ready.
Are we ready? All right.
I think we're ready. All right, guys. On the other side of this break, we will have the Super Bowl between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Roll that footage, Dion. All righty, guys, and we are back. Shout out to the commish, Nasty Newt, with the sick graphics as always. We appreciate all the work he puts in. But it is time for the Cowboys or the Dolphins to put up or shut up. It is game time, guys, and it looks as the Dolphins are going to get the ball first. Cowboys will kick off to Miami to get this Super Bowl going. All right, guys, A-Speed, how important is this first series for the Dolphins?
For me, you just want to get a feel for the game. And it's all about adjusting in game. So this first drive, you want to at least get a couple first downs. You don't want to go 3 and out. You don't want to give up the momentum early. You don't want to have those type of things go against you.
Yeah, and tight work takes a knee in the end zone. He'll start at the 25-yard line. And he is going to come out in single back set to start the game. And this is key. First downs will be key for tight work. Can he get 5-6 yard clip at a time to set up those short second and third downs? Do not want to get in obvious passing situations with this defense, SJ, because they love to attack the ball.
Definitely. Right there. First play of the game, counter weak, and Hot Tub sniffs it out. No gain. So yeah. What HB said is right. You want to fill your opponent out, and you don't want to make any silly mistakes and get down early. So I think it'll be a chess match, definitely, to start the game out.
And right now, the Cowboys' front seven is taking control of this game. They've stuffed the run 2 out of 2 times. So now these are the situations on 3rd and long. Can the Dolphins convert? That's going to be the key.
Yeah, and this is the part that I was talking about in the pregame show where tight work. This is not what tight work is known for. Drop back, and the Cowboys know he's throwing the football. So his back 4, back 5 that he's got know the ball is coming, and especially with those user skills. And he's going to take off with the quarterback. Looks like he is going to come up 1 or 2 yards short of that first down. I don't think this is a decision. You got to punt the football here, HB.
It depends on who you asking. Me, I'm going for it. It's the Super Bowl, baby.
Yeah, but I don't know if you want to waste your free 4th down on the first series of the first quarter.
From the 33, yeah.
Especially on your side of the field. Good punt. Good punt there by tight work.
The former Patriot there, Scott, couldn't get loose. But let's watch him. Let's see if he makes a big play tonight. Number 13.
He is a speedster.
I miss him.
If you let him loose, he will run for days.
I miss him, man.
Cowboys gonna come back in I formation. Look, we're gonna get Zeke right off the bat. And it looks like tight work was ready for that play. No gain. Looks like the running game for both teams not starting out very well. But we'll see because the Cowboys run everything off of Ezekiel Elliott. Play action sets up everything for them. 2nd down and 10 for the Cowboys. As we are here in the Super Bowl in the Dynasty, you are tuned into the DML Network with expert H-Speed and SJ. All right, 2nd down here. We got Dak Prescott in the shotgun. Ezekiel Elliott flanked to the left of him. Dak's making some adjustments at the line. He is back to throw, and he is going to find Ezekiel over the middle, wide open. Looks like he's going to get 12 or 13 there and a first down. And Hot Tub's already in the hurry-up H-Speed. Is this something he likes to do?
He'll mix it in. He'll mix that hurry-up in. If he feel like he got a matchup or a play, he got you in a defense that he likes, he'll mix that in, but he won't stay in a hurry-up all game.
Yeah, and he goes and gets him a little short gain there on first down. We'll bring up 2nd and 8. And he felt he had a matchup there on the outside, but tight work was there to make a short tackle. We're going to get offset to the right. He's going to run the football. This is his backup running back who is a bruiser. This guy will run you over if you're not paying attention. He gets a big gain there, 7 yards. SJ, this is going to bring up a short 3rd and 1, and this is where Hot Tub is dangerous because he loves the play action pass so much here.
Right, he could go play action to try to catch him slipping, or he could get the first down. You never really know. You kind of got to be prepared for both. But if you're not prepared for either,
he's definitely running inside zone here, SJ. Inside zone.
And tight work was ready for it, but we have a flag on the play. That's going to be a face mask on the Dolphins, and that's going to create a first down for the Dallas Cowboys. The Dolphins had it sniffed out, H-Speed. He knew that inside run was coming, just like you did. You've seen that play 400 times in this cycle. You called it before you even snapped the ball. But the penalty is going to extend this drive, and that is something we talked about. You just can't do it to Cowboys, H-Speed.
Absolutely. You cannot give up face masks and free yardage. You have to play mistake-free football.
Yeah, you might want to leave all those coaching options on balance right now.
Yeah, and tight work, good pressure up the middle there, gets the first sack. It's going to be 2nd and 16 for the Dallas Cowboys. Dak did not have anybody throw to, was going with that play action deep out. Nobody was open, and tight work got nice pressure up the middle there. 2nd down and 16 for the Cowboys. Pistol formation. And we're going to get Zeke to the left here, and he has blockers in front of him. Makes one guy miss. That is a good run on a 2nd and long. Picks up 12. We'll bring up 3rd and 4. And this is where Tight work has to get off the field here, H-Speed. He can't afford to continue giving up first downs on third.
Absolutely. You got to be able to get off the field, force a punt, and keep the Cowboys offense off the field.
Hot Tub at the 37-yard line, 3rd and 4. We're in the first quarter of the Super Bowl.
There we go. First touchdown.
And that's just a missed tackle, SJ. And that's where if you're in a blitz and you can't afford to miss that tackle on the outside.
No, you can't. I mean, that was a risky play call on defense there. Go all out blitz, and he paid for it.
He definitely paid for it, and he tried to go aggressive tackle, and you can't go aggressive.
Absolutely.
Ask the Vikings how that works out when people try and aggressive tackle you in the playoffs. The Saints get to go home. The Vikings move on.
So right now it's a 7-0 ball game. Okay, so if you're the Miami Dolphins, when you get this ball back on this drive, you can't press, you can't get out of your game plan. And I don't think tight work will do that. You have to stick to the game plan. You have to figure out a way to run the football.
And that's exactly what he does. Dupree to the left, 5 yards, and that's what tight work wants. 4 or 5 yards every time he hands the ball off to Dupree in the backfield, and just create these short 2nd and 5, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, and make the Cowboys play sound defense and keep that defense from coming after your quarterback. And that is a great play by tight work.
Yeah, he fit that into a tight window. Good play, good pass, good catch, but I don't know if I'll keep trying that one.
Yeah, especially with Hot Tub, always in the middle of the field. He loves playing with Jalen Smith.
Because that could have went either way, yeah.
Yep, it was definitely a tight window.
And it's not just Jalen Smith, it's that secondary. I'm trying to tell you, those secondary, all of them have 91 zone coverage. So it's really hard to fit those type of balls in, and he was fortunate on that play.
And tight work goes with the triple option there, hands it to the fullback going inside, picks up 3 yards, brings up a 2nd and 7. And he is at the 46-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys. Comes back out, pistol formation again. And we're going to go play action here.
Oh, just
this is where it's dangerous.
He recovered because he missed the sack on the first chance. That would have been like another 10-yard added to that loss. But he got the sack on the second chance, minus 4 yards there.
Yeah, and that's where Hot Tub can really get at you, because he can play man coverage with that secondary and feel comfortable with every one of those corners or safeties guarding their man, and just brings pressure from all angles. Missed the first sack, got the second one, brings up a long 3rd and 12. And this is where you have to be careful here, H-Speed. You do not want to throw this ball to Hot Tub.
Yeah, I think Mahomes might go deep here.
There is nobody open. Mahomes is going to take off, and he is going to get the first down. That is a huge run by tight work early in this game. We may look back at that play. Definitely didn't want to get the ball back to Hot Tub, already up 7. Huge play on 3rd down. Shotgun formation. He's got Dupree to the left.
And SJ, you played the Dolphins many times. You know that he likes to run with his quarterback if nothing's open.
Yeah, he's good at reading the coverage, and he'll wait until the last second. But if nothing's there, then Mahomes has the wheels to take off. So that is
the first quarter. Start of the second quarter, tight work and the Dolphins have 2nd and inches after an inside run with Dupree. Got him 9 and 11 inches. Couldn't get the first down, but we'll see what tight work does. He's already in field goal range. Single back in the backfield, 2 tight ends. And he is going to hand the ball back off to his workhorse, and he will pick up a first down. And tight work's going hurry-up offense here. And I don't really like this from tight work. This is not his strong suit. Get back in the huddle. Pick a great play. Mahomes back to pass the football. And that does not work out for him. And this is where that defensive line H-Speed is so beneficial to Hot Tub, because he really can bring those 4 guys and create pressure.
Yeah, and like I said, he likes to bring a 5th guy, or like to bring somebody that you're not accounting for. So in that situation, you got to be conscious of that. And Mahomes has done a great job of improvising and scrambling. So maybe he has to continue to do that.
Nice pickup there on 2nd and 10, 2nd and 12. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 here. I'm sorry, 3rd and 6 here. The Dolphins are threatening here. They're inside the red zone. They're at the 15-yard line. This is a big play for the Miami Dolphins.
Mommy.
Let's see what he draws up. He's going to have single running back. He is going pass all the way. Nope, he's going to go draw play to Dupree. That is a gutsy call. Not going to pick up any yards. Matter of fact, he's going to lose one. And the Dolphins are going to settle for a 3-point try here.
Yeah, not a pretty drive. Nothing cute about it, but he got 3 points. So, he's still in the game.
That's right. And that is actually a win for tight work. I know he didn't get 7, but he put points on the board.
Yep.
He kept that Cowboys offense sitting on the sideline. And the Cowboys will start at their own 25-yard line as the ball goes out of bounds on the kickoff. And this is where tight work is expecting to make some noise in this Super Bowl. He is expecting his defense to create some turnovers. He's going to need a couple of them to create some offense for himself. We got single back. We're going to go counter with Ezekiel Elliott. And that is going to be a big run on 1st down for the Cowboys. He is going to pick up 7 yards and leave a 2nd and 3 for the Cowboys.
What's in the Chipotle burrito?
And tight work there in man-to-man coverage.
Okay, I like it.
And expecting that defensive line to go in there and just make a tackle. But he's going to have to, at some point, bring some pressure. You cannot allow Dak to just stand back here because this is what happens. He's just going to pick you apart, H-Speed.
Yeah, Dak is 4 for 4 right now.
Absolutely. You got to be able to get some kind of pressure on the quarterback. If not, he'll sit back and he'll just survey the field because that offensive line is very good at pass blocking and excellent at run blocking. So he has a nice, great wall.
Yeah, and tight work was in man-to-man coverage there again and had a great play by the safety, came up to make that play. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys. And we're going to see 2 running backs again, 2 tight ends. And let's see what the Dallas Cowboys has on 2nd and 10. We're going to go heavy set for the Dallas Cowboys. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. And that is a nice play by tight work. If he misses that tackle, he is still running. But that is a 0-yard gain. This is a big 3rd down here, SJ, for the Dolphins. Got to get off the field here.
Got to get off the field.
Dak in the shotgun. 1 running back in the backfield, flank to right. He's going to go play action here. And he has all day long to throw that football.
See, in that situation, expert, I would like to see the Dolphins bring a little bit of pressure on that play and try to force the ball out of Dak's hand versus give him all day to throw and pick him apart.
He'll throw in some blitzes now and then, but for the most part, we got Zeke breaking loose.
Touchdown,
Zeke.
And that's that inside run. That's that inside run you were talking about, that halfback power.
Yep.
And he broke 1 tackle. He just puts his head down, breaks that 1 tackle, and you're not going to catch him once he breaks that initial tackle, especially when you're in a man-to-man coverage. That was a easy series for the Dallas Cowboys. He ran right down the field and put it in the end zone. Still a lot of time in this game.
Expert, it came down to that 3rd down. That 3rd down that he didn't get off the field on defense it's magnified because on the next play, what happens? Zeke runs an inside run, breaks a tackle, and then takes it to the house. What a hell of a play by Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, it was just a monster play. And you're right. The 3rd down, it means so much when you play the Cowboys. You have got to get that offense, stand on the sideline, looking at the tablet, figuring out what they did wrong. But they didn't bring any pressure. They let Dak stand back in the pocket. He had all day to stand back there and find somebody. He finds a wide receiver in man-to-man coverage, makes a play. This is a big series for the Dolphins, SJ. He's got to put some points on the board here.
Yeah, if he doesn't score here, even if it's just a field goal, it's going to be tough sledding trying to come back 2-3 scores down in one half. So definitely
and Mahomes finds himself on his back again.
Yeah.
And that's great scouting by the Cowboys right there. They watched that game against the Bengals where he ran that same play on a rollout. And on that play, the defensive end was on a quarterback contained, and they sacked Mahomes, and he wasn't able to get the football off. That's great scouting right there by Hot Tub and them Dallas Cowboys. A lot of people might think he don't watch them games, but believe me, I know he watches the games, and I know he scouts.
Yeah, even though he may tell us he doesn't. Third and 19, Mahomes in the backfield. He's going to go play action here to Dupree. And he has a lot of time to stand back here. And it looks like he's going to make a throw. And that's the dangerous part. Byron Jones right there to make a play.
If he had to cut that in right, he might have scored on that one.
And that's where it's dangerous, where you start scrambling with your quarterback and you think you see something open and you try and throw the ball in the run. This is where this defense lives and dies right here. Now
the Cowboys got the Dolphins a little bit rattled right now. They have to settle down and get a stop right here.
And Dak is going deep, and that ball is incomplete. That is a great play by the corner. And this is definitely one of those things where Hot Tub feels like there's some blood in the water, and he's a shark, and he is going to end the football game in the second quarter. And he just has that mentality where he gets a turnover and he immediately attacks your weakest part of your defense.
Absolutely. That's exactly what happened right there. Great pressure by the Miami Dolphins defensive line coming down and sacking Dak Prescott in the backfield.
And that's what he needs, H-Speed. This is the 3rd and 16. He has to get off the field. But you can't let Dak sit back there and just have all day, which is what he has right now. And great play by tight work. He played underneath coverage. He was in cover 4, but he played underneath because he knows that play action deep out is coming from the Cowboys. That is a huge turnover for the Dolphins.
Yeah, that was
now they're in great field position here, SJ.
Yeah, that was a rush throw, I think, by Hot Tub. He smelled blood there, like HB said, but he should have played there a little safer and pinned him back.
Absolutely. And right here, if you're the Miami Dolphins, you got to feel good about yourself. You're in Dallas territory. You got to get some points. Even a field goal right now would help. But you want to get a touchdown. And right now, he's running the football with his bell cow, and he has to get some type of points. He can't press, and he cannot afford to turn the football over right here.
Absolutely. 2-minute warning here in the Super Bowl. Dallas Cowboys up 14-3 on the Miami Dolphins. And he has to get points because the Dallas Cowboys get the ball at halftime, H-Speed. So you cannot afford to go in halftime down 14-3 with the Cowboys putting the offense back on the field. 2 big runs by Dupree. And he's going to keep with his workhorse, and he is still running. That's an 11-yard pickup by Dupree for a first down for the Dolphins. And he has got something working right now against this defense, running that ball on the inside.
And that's what he has to do. He has to continue to pound the football, continue to get positive yards on first and second down, and be in third and manageable where Mahomes can possibly use his legs and pick up a first down or make a play. I don't like this hurry up right here. I really don't. Yeah. It's 1:30 to go. You don't have to rush. You're already in field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Especially after you take a sack, bringing up a 2nd and 13. You got 3 timeouts. Get back in the huddle. Pick the right play. He's going to go stretch to the left, and that is a
got him, touchdown.
Dupree will go.
Oh, no, he gets down, go inside of the 5. He had an opportunity to score a touchdown right there, but with a minute to go, he's in prime position to make this a football game.
Absolutely, and that is Anthony Brown, who didn't give up on the play for the Cowboys. We'll see if that comebacks and helps. Dupree to the right. That is a big tackle in the backfield. And the Cowboys are going to take a timeout, expecting to get the football back here in the first half to try and put some points on the board. But is that tackle by Anthony Brown going to come back and be the play of the game to stop Dupree from going into that end zone? We know Anthony Brown is fast. He's got 95 speed still. 6 year in the league out of Purdue. Big second down here. Tight work at the 6-yard line. Got to get a touchdown here. And he's going to go stretch play with Dupree. Tried to cut it back inside and lost the yard 8 speed. And here we go. Hot Tub with another timeout.
Yeah, right there. I would have liked to seen him press the hole a little bit. He's tried that cutback a couple of times. He's been successful earlier. But now that the Cowboys are expecting that cutback, I would like to see him press that stretch all the way to the sideline. And I think he had an opportunity to score right there.
All right, 3rd and goal for tight work in the Dolphins from the 7 here. And here is where you got to be smart with the football if you're Patrick Mahomes. Do not want to turn this ball over here, especially in prime position. And we're going to get a neutral zone infraction by the Dallas Cowboys. We'll be half the distance to the goal line. Still 3rd down. Trying to get that defensive line to kind of hold their water a little bit. They are coming after Mahomes right here. I guarantee you the Cowboys are blitzing on this play right here.
Oh,
Mahomes is going to try and take off, and he had a spy on the quarterback. He was user in the linebacker.
So that was a 4-point tackle there. 4-point tackle
by Anthony Brown.
Anthony Brown with a huge tackle was bigger than what we expected it to be because the Dallas Cowboys defense tightens up. We have a flag against the Cowboys. It's only running into the kicker, so it's not a first down.
Wow, that sucks. He's going for it. He's lined up and going for it.
It looks like the Dolphins are going to put the offense back on the field because it is 4th and goal. I believe he's going to be at the 1-yard line.
The Cowboys are blitzing right here. All out run blitz, I guarantee you.
Do we go quarterback sneak up the middle? He's going to hand the ball off to Dupree, and he's going to get
touchdown
into the end zone.
Score, but barely.
That penalty by Hot Tub could be crucial. He held the Dolphins to 3, was going to get the ball back with even some time, and causes the penalty, and the Dolphins get a touchdown right before halftime. To make this a 14-10 game, this game is far from over, H-Speed.
Absolutely. And what you're seeing right there, we just seen in this last Super Bowl, the Eagles versus the Patriots. Doug Peterson went for it on 4th down with a trick play. That was the type of call right there on 4th down and 1. He could have took the field goal, been conservative, but the Miami Dolphins and tight work are out to win this game. They made the call. They made the play. They scored the touchdown. My hats go off to the Miami Dolphins.
Cowboys at the 25. He's going to go play action here to Zeke Elliott. He's going to throw the ball down the field. And that ball is actually caught. I believe that's Ryan Switzer with a catch. He likes throwing it to the little guy underneath the coverage. Picks up 9 yards. And the Cowboys have 2nd and 1. He's going to go shotgun Zeke to the right. 2 wide receivers on each side. He's going to go play action to Zeke here. Dak rolling to his right. And that ball is incomplete. Good play by tight work in his secondary there.
Yeah, tight work right now. He just need to maintain. The Cowboys don't have any timeouts. The next play, make sure you play underneath, get the tackle, and go into halftime down 14-10.
Definitely don't want to get risky here and try and blitz and leave your guys in one-on-one coverage. Back your secondary up, make a sure tackle. Let's get to halftime and be 14-10. Another play action to Zeke, and he's going across the middle, and he has a completion. And
I don't think he's going to have enough time.
He's going
to try to spike it here.
No, he's not. He's going to try and run a play here. 3 seconds left. He's got one more play before halftime. Wow. That is a smart play by the Cowboys.
That was a little love there, too, by the clock operator. It seemed like he was stuck on 1 second for 3 seconds.
Clock operator is definitely a Dallas Cowboy fan, it appears. Dak throws the ball out of bounds. We're going to get a timeout by the Dolphins trying to ice the kicker here.
There's no ice the kicker in the first half, is it?
He's just trying to make the Dolphins, he's trying to make the Cowboys think about it. There may not be an animation for ice the kicker, but he's trying to make the Cowboys think about it. He may even be looking to call that timeout to see if Hot Tub wants to take a risk and throw this football, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
Because the win was against the Dolphins, the Cowboys, so he knew it was probably impossible to make that kick. So that was kind of a mistake on the Dolphins' end, especially if Hot Tub get points here.
And the Dolphins get pressure on Dak Prescott and get a sack to end the first half. We are at halftime here of the Super Bowl. Cowboys with a 4-point advantage, 14-10 over tight work and those Dolphins. And like I said, the Cowboys will receive the kick in the second half. And we have us a ball game, boys. HP, usually when we commentate games, it's usually a blowout. We got to watch the Jets and the Steelers earlier in the Dynasty playoffs, and the Steelers never showed up. It was the Jets against their practice squad. But this game is a lot more competitive. 2 of the top 5 users in the Dynasty going at it. We're going to get Zeke to the right on the first play in the second half. And he should have been tackled for a 1-yard loss there, SJ. And that guy just bounces off of so many tackles to pick up 6.
Right. A tackle for loss ended up as a 6-yard gain for Zeke there. I think you should feed Zeke a little bit more in the second half.
I definitely think Tightwork's going to start expecting Zeke to get the ball here. Tightwork coming out with only 3 down linemen. You're going to get an inside run.
Probably hurry up right. Oh,
that goes for nothing. Moody got 3 yards there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. And this is another one of those plays, H-Speed, where Hot Tub is just so dangerous because he has no problem play action pass here and going deep down the field, hoping to get man-to-man coverage.
Yeah, but I think he's running inside zone right here again.
Inside zone with Zeke. He's going to pick up the first down easily, and now he's going to go with that hurry-up SJ that you talked about. He loves when he gets that first down to come back at you. He's going to go pistol formation, 2 wide receivers in the formation.
Yes, Zeke is rolling. 7 rushes, 82 yards. Adds a little to it here.
And that's actually a good tackle by Tightwork, holding him to only 2 yards. I think if Zeke would have pressed the outside there instead of trying to cut up inside, he could have had a lot more on that gain, as the Dolphins were in a cover 3 hard flat. But the safety got caught inside and wasn't in his responsibility. Dak in the shotgun, Zeke to the right. Tightwork still in 3 down linemen. This is prime running formation for the Dallas Cowboys. And he is changing the play up, bringing the wide receivers in tight, and he's going to go draw to Ezekiel Elliott. And that is a great play right there by the Dolphins to only give up 2. He was bringing a man blitz there, H-Speed. And here is that 3rd down we talked about. It's 3rd and 7. Got to find a way to get off the field here.
Yeah, absolutely. These are the plays that will make or break this game. If Tightwork can be able to win these 3rd downs and get off the field, he might have a good chance to win this game. Watch a crossing route right here.
Dak back to throw the ball here, and he's exactly what he gets. He gets his wide receiver coming on that inside curl, picks up 12 yards, extends the drive, 1st down and 10. Cowboys are threatening in Dolphin territory.
I'm good.
This is a big series for both of these guys.
You know they're little though, right?
Cowboys at the 46 of the Dolphins. 1st down. We're going to go stretch play here to Zeke on the left, and he has some room to run. That is a big 1st down run by Zeke. We've seen that quite a bit this year. 7 yards on the 1st down. Brings up a short 2nd and 3. And the Cowboys are rolling right now. First series here in the second half of the Super Bowl. SJ, you got to kind of find a way. Somebody's got to step up and make a play for the Dolphins here.
Yeah, Zeke is gaining momentum. He's approaching 100 yards. They're in Dolphin territory, pretty much in field goal range. Yeah, so this is a big 3rd down for both teams.
And Dak just dumps it off to the backup running back Moody, picks up 3-4 yards, picks up 2-3 yards, brings up a 3rd and 1, and he's going to go draw here. And the Dolphins had a guy in the backfield, just could not make the tackle. Moody picks up 3 and the 1st down H-Speed. And he is rolling, looking to put points on the board, already in field goal range, as he is up 14-10 here in the Dynasty Super Bowl.
You got to hold him to 3 points right here on this series. You cannot afford to give up 7. And just as I said, that the Dolphins get a sack.
And that is a huge play, H-Speed, as Dak was looking for someone to come open, and they got a little bit of pressure late. Dak not really paying attention to that internal clock he has in his head, holding on to the ball a little bit too long, And sometimes Hot Tub can get caught doing that because he does rely on that offensive line to block for him so well.
I think he should have stuck with the run game. He had 2 good runs in a row. I think he should have stuck with the run there, but a big sack. Now 3rd down after a 3-yard gain by
now. It's third and long, SJ, right here. We've seen on 2 different 3rd and longs where Dak had all day to throw. You gotta get some pressure with your defensive line if you're gonna play coverage right here. Watch the deep out. And that's
Dak
exactly
the pressure. And we have a fumble, and Tyron Smith picks that football up, and he is actually going to lose 7 yards. Good play by the Dolphins.
He ran a cover 2, but his defensive line got pressure. He sent one of his cornerbacks off the side. So that was it. That was a good call by the Dolphins right there.
And that is going to cause the Cowboys to punt the football H-Speed. If he doesn't take a sack there, he's still in field goal range, but he's going to have to punt the football here. Looking to pin the Dolphins deep, and that's exactly what he's
is that a touchdown?
That is a
terrible mistake. A terrible fucking mistake by the Dolphins. You cannot field a punt inside of the 5. If you're the return man, you have to get out of there. That is a terrible play. That might have cost the Super Bowl.
He let that pressure of being buried back there. He let that pressure make him make a dumb mistake.
But it's not even inside the 5. It was at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, that was...
Even if they down it there, you put your offense on the field. Just a horrible special teams mistake. And special teams are so important in this game. He gets a nice return coming back, and the Dolphins are going to be in pretty good field position. But what a blow to your team. Take the wind out your sails. You hold the Cowboys, you get the sack, you make him punt, and then you give up a touchdown on just a stupid play by your special teams. HB, those are the kind of plays that will just ruin that your team on the sideline when you feel like you've won and then you end up losing. Mahomes going to take off here, got a lot of space to run. He gets down really quick as Jalen Smith had a beat on him, was looking to put a hit stick on him. First down for the Dolphins. He needs a touchdown here. He can't even afford just to put a field goal up here. He's going to go draw here, delayed draw. Huge run there by Dupree. Pushes the pile, gets him 7 yards on first down, bring up a 2nd and 3.
Absolutely, expert. That was a huge play. You stop the Cowboys, you get off the field, you get the punt, and then your returner has a brain fart. And for my money, the dude to be, I would tell him to take my shit off, go to the locker room. You're not playing for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you're not playing for the rest of the game. Forget that. Don't even get on the team bus and come to the airport. You need to buy your own ticket from Southwest or American Airlines because you're not flying back home with us. First down and 10 for the Dolphins. He's at the 30-yard line. He's going to go counterplay here to Dupree, and the Cowboys sniff that out. He's going to lose 2 yards there, bring up a 2nd and 12. But the Dolphins do have a nice drive going here. He has to put points on the board at this point. We are in the 3rd quarter here of the Dynasty Super Bowl. Cowboys up 21-10. But this game should be a lot closer than that as the Dolphins are shooting themselves in the foot.
And that's why it hurts so bad because now look at the drives that the Dolphins have put together after the touchdown. You could have been driving to take the lead. Now you're only driving to still be down 2 scores.
And he's going to go triple option here.
And there we go.
Good game. And it's over. Good game, tight work. Congratulations to the Dallas Cowboys on winning the Super Bowl. It's over. It's a wrap.
Dion, go ahead and get the banner ready. We'll just have the banner. We'll just raise the banner right after this game. We won't even let the fans leave.
Where's the fat lady? She can start singing if she want to.
Yeah, hey, tight work. Hey, get your draft board together, baby. It's over.
And delete that halfback option shit. That ain't gonna work in the Super Bowl.
Especially not against the Dallas Cowboys.
Save that for the Bills or somebody, but it's not gonna work.
That's a play for the Bills or one of those type of teams, man. You definitely can't run that in the Super Bowl. Triple option.
He could have flipped it, but he didn't. He kept it and got cracked. Oh my God! Yeah, that was the game right there.
Just some bad mistakes by tight work, and he's going to look back at this game and feel that he made some.
Oh, he's gonna run it again. He run it again. Bam.
Hey, he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna live and die by that."
He trying to make
something is wrong. Something is wrong in Miami as they are trying to kill Patrick Mahomes here in the Super Bowl live for everybody to see. And we're gonna go hurry up after Patrick Mahomes takes another big shot on the option play.
Yeah, Mahomes
one running back to the right.
Mahomes
he's gonna go
killed out there.
Play action here. He's going deep over the middle. That's a nice throw in a very small window. And we have a wide receiver down. That is not good. That is one of his top threats. Cannot afford at this point to lose him. And tight work, he needs to go quick as he needs several scores to get back in this game down 18.
All right, like the game is not officially over, but if he scores right here and gets 2, he'll be down 10 points. And he'll have to play exceptional defense in order to make up for the terrible mistakes that he made.
He'll need Hot Tub to fumble a kickoff and run an option and fumble that too to get back in the game.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need Hot Tub to make a mistake.
Sarcasm.
And SJ, we know Hot Tub can make mistakes late in games to let guys come back and win when they down 26.
Yeah, it's, like HB said, this game could be a lot closer. Should be a lot closer. Or Absolutely. It actually could be a blowout, too, because if not for that score by the Dolphins before the half, I mean, it's 28-3.
Yeah. And that's also something we should bring up. This game could have gone 2 different ways than what is going right now. The Cowboys could be up a lot bigger, but we also could see the Dolphins in the lead if he doesn't make 2 huge mistakes, one on offense and one on special teams, that just basically allowed the Cowboys to take off. He's got 1 score on special teams. He has 1 score on defense, and his offense has put up 14 points. And this is why the Cowboys beat you. And now they're just playing around. Another tackle for a loss in the backfield. Dupree not having the game he expected to have.
I would like to see him press the hole right there. He loves that cutback, but it's just not working today.
This has been that's
working. Take off.
Oh,
that's working. Mahomes running, acting like he's going to pass. He has no intention to pass right there. You have to put a quarterback spot right there. He's been doing it all game, and that's the only thing that's been successful for the Dolphins, pretty much.
We're gonna go inside run here, and that's going to be down to the 1 yard line. Second and goal here for the Dolphins.
Run
commit. Go right back to that same play. Touchdown for the Dolphins. Got to go for 2 here, H-Speed. And he's not. He's going to kick the field goal. This is a bad play. Got to go for 2 here.
With 4 minutes
left. You don't necessarily have to go for 2 because if you score again and you go for 2, you'll be down 3.
With 4 minutes left, and your best offense was a QB scramble out of a play action pass, you got to go for 2.
Yeah, I'm putting the offense back on the field.
11 points.
Situation, you still gonna have to go for 2 at some point. So he's just saving it for the last possible chance because if he let's say he goes for 2 and misses, he definitely don't have no field goal opportunities left. So it's not a bad play.
I see what you're saying there. Nice run back by the Dallas Cowboys. They're gonna start at the 29-yard line here. 1st and 10, and this is going to be 3 runs to Ezekiel Elliott. Correct, SJ?
Absolutely not. He's going to throw. He'll try to get a play down the field, but he will run it right here, but he's going to definitely try to get a play down the field. You need a turnover right here. Punish him, run back.
Zeke to the left here.
Somebody get injured right there.
Big play by Zeke, and somebody gets hurt. Dolphins cannot afford any of their starters to be out of the game here. They need all 11. Matter of fact, tight work needs to try and fit a 12th guy on the field somewhere here to give himself a chance. Cowboys, 1 running back in the backfield. It's the MVP, Zeke Elliott. Another big run. He's just running the clock here. And tight work is going to hold on to those 3 timeouts. He's going to hope to get off the field here on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, right here in this situation, 3rd and 1. I'm pretty much telling you he's going to run the inside zone.
You got to sell out here.
If he scored a touchdown, then he scored. But I'm definitely run committing.
He's going to bring the wide receiver in tight.
He just audibled out of it to a run. Oh, he got a
flag.
That aggressive coach adjustment.
He got a free first down. Got him.
And you can't afford to give up the free one there. Yeah, I'm not putting my pass rush on aggressive there. I'm leaving it on balance, and then I'm just run committing up the middle. And like H-Speed said, if he decides to throw the ball, then he wins that chess battle, and he just throws a touchdown. But I'm not letting Zeke get that first down. But he didn't have to worry about it. He gets the Dolphins to jump off sides. 1st and 10, and now the Dolphins have to use their timeouts.
You need something. You need to put it on strip aggressive or something. You need something to happen. If you don't get a turnover, you cannot win.
And the Dolphins are going to hold those 3 timeouts. Someone call tight work and let him know he cannot take those into next season. Those will stay here in the Super Bowl if he does not use those.
But see, actually, I understand what he's trying to do. It's actually kind of a sound. He's trying to. What he want to do is stop him, get the ball, score, and then use the 3 timeouts to try to get the ball back. But
you're down 11 points. You need 12 to win. The clock is not your friend right now.
Nice play by the defense, man. He shot in there, slowed Zeke up in the backfield, and was able to clean it up. Now, right here, 3rd and 4, you got to get off the field, or that strategy that you just had of saving your timeouts will not work. You got to get off the field on 3rd and 4. Do you play underneath coverage, or do you bring a blitz? These are the questions.
Let's see if Hot Tub does a quick snap here to try to get the first down to end the game.
I'm playing underneath coverage, and he's trying to draw the Dolphins off sides. It didn't work, but he's back to pass the ball.
The drag is open. The drag is open. Game over.
And Ryan Switzer comes up big for him. The young wide receiver out of North Carolina with another big catch for Hot Tub and those Cowboys. 6-yard gain, 1st and 10.
Been playing underneath, and that shit would have been shut down in my mind.
And Hot Tub needs to take this to the 2-minute warning. But we know the type of player Hot Tub is. Play action, gets the sack, and the Miami Dolphins waste the timeout. They had the 2-minute warning, but they take a timeout right there.
Wow, what a blunder! What your head's not in the game. You saved your timeouts. You played it right up until that point, and then you go and give them a timeout. What a dumb play right there by the Dolphins. Congratulations for coming in second place is the first.
Well, Madden just bailed out the Miami Dolphins. If we have an injured Cowboy, which is going to cause them to use one of their timeouts, which is going to kind of bail out the Dolphins for that horrible timeout at the 2-minute warning. Now, we know in the real NFL, if they would have called that timeout, they would have got it back because the 2-minute warning would have happened. They couldn't have called the timeout. But here we go, 3rd and 15. This is a big play for the Dolphins. Got to get a stop here.
Interception. Fumble. Or you need Zeke to score.
Get juked out of your shoes. One of the 3, yeah.
Hey, good game, man. It was over.
33-yard pickup by Zeke. And go ahead and get that MVP trophy ready for the guy I told you was going to win it. Zeke Elliott with a monster game for the Dallas Cowboys.
I thought Dak was going to shine tonight, but yeah, it's definitely Zeke Elliott show.
And he's catching the ball out. That is a nice play by the fullback. That is a nice play. Dak Prescott is playing well. And Hot Tub still throwing the ball here. Is that just Hot Tub being himself, H-Speed?
At this point, it's Hot Tub knowing that he got this game won, so he don't give a damn about throwing the ball or throwing an interception. But it is what it is. If the Dolphins are able to make a play and make them pay, which he can't, it's over. Then, maybe he'll look back on it like SJ did last year when they played. But it's over. Good game.
Yeah. Shout out to the homie Tight Work. Another great year from the Miami Dolphins, coming from a wild card spot to make it to the Super Bowl, but just couldn't get it done. And, of course, congratulations to Hot Tub and those Dallas Cowboys.
And Zeke ends the game with a touchdown.
With insult to injury there, Zeke running the ball in.
MVP trophy. Zeke Elliott. What is he, like, 40 years old now?
Yeah, he's not a spring chicken anymore.
But he still got juice.
But he still got the juice. as he is a 99 overall player. Great job by the Dallas Cowboys. Another Super Bowl win.
Okay, so now it's time to talk. Who's going to stop the Cowboys? They've won 3 in a row now. I play them twice, of course, in my division. The Saints play them every year. So
every year, yeah.
There was this one guy. Who I think was real competition. He used to run the ball a lot versus Hot Tub. Then he started passing. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
I think
he was
he
really good. He always talked about hail to the Redskins every time I talked to him. And then he decided to be Brett Favre type offense and throw the rock. But he gets closer and closer to putting that head on the chopping block. But we'll see. I'll tell you this.
It's all about us putting it together, expert. I mean, hey, trust the process. I know that we can always run the football. That's never been a problem. But we had to incorporate a passing game. We drafted Turnbull. We got the Pied Piper. And we got Javari Curry. We're definitely ready to take the next step. And we'll figure that out next year. Congratulations to the Cowboys for winning the Super Bowl. But we're in the rearview mirror. We're getting closer and closer. We're ready to chop their head off.
All right, guys. It's been the Super Bowl here. Dallas Cowboys with another banner hanging in the rafters in the Dynasty. It's your boy Expert with my homies H-Speed and SJ. And you've been watching a live broadcast on the DML Network. And we out.
Yeah.